Guys, it was back in '63 when eating my cooking got the better of me, so I asked this little girl I was going with to be my wife. Well, she said she would, so I said I'd.
Hello, welcome to Red Talks. Imagine you walk into an office for a job interview. The office is sleek, sophisticated, and gives off the vibe of guaranteed success. You know if you worked here, it would be for life, and you wouldn't have to worry about money ever again. This particular interview is for a position that's looking for somebody with your exact set of skills and experience. You might be a little nervous, but you're confident at the same time. This is, after all, a highly competitive job market, and there have been many other men competing for their chance to have a position within this company. The interview goes well for you. You give all the right answers, and you are able to have some really good chemistry between you and the person interviewing you. When the perks of the position are discussed, the job sounds even better. Excellent 401k retirement plan. All medical and dental insurance is completely covered 100% by the company. The pay rate is enough that you can live a very comfortable lifestyle, and annual raises are offered. The hours are really good. You never have to work overtime or weekends or holidays. Profit sharing and bonuses are given. Sick pay is generous, and holidays off are aplenty. You get an incredible amount of vacation time as well. They even have on-site daycare, and they have free lunches. You also get a company credit card with an expense account and a company vehicle. And the company even offers full tuition reimbursement for your expenses you racked up by going to college. This all sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? It's just one good thing after another. Like going out to check the mail, and when you put on your coat, you find $20 in your pocket. And then when you get to your mail, you find a settlement check for even more money from a random class action lawsuit you didn't even know you were a part of. The interviewer says, "So, we like everything about you, and we would like to offer you the job." You feel an incredible rush of joy and euphoria. You cry out with exuberance, "Wow, thank you, I'm so excited to be part of your team." You go to shake the person's hand, but the hand you shake is cold and lifeless. While still in mid-handshake, the person says, "Great, but first there are some forms we need to go over." You think, okay, no big deal. Every company has you fill out forms for tax purposes and other general information. Then you are presented with a contract. The contract states that the company has the right to fire you for any reason or for no reason at all at any time. And if the company does fire you, or if you quit the job for any reason, you must pay back half of all of your income earned from the company, including your salary, bonuses, sick pay, holiday pay, vacation pay, 401k, tuition reimbursed, as well as any other perks you benefited from while being employed with the company. In addition to having to pay half of everything back to the company, you also lose your house and any other assets. And even worse, the company gets to gain custody of your kids. If you do not pay back everything demanded by the company and comply with the rest of the demands, you can be sent to jail. Will you still take the job, or will you turn it down? I think most sane people will say no thank you and keep looking for another job. Perhaps a blue-pilled schmuck will convince himself there would never be any reason for him to be fired, but red-pilled folks know better. This job interview story is a common example I like to use against people who try to convince me that marriage isn't that big of a risk, or it's not that big of a deal, or a man needs to man up and take responsibility and take risks. But so far anybody I've told this story to says they would not take the job. People are so blinded by their blue-pilled conditioning and gynocentrism that they fail to see the risks they are taking by entering into a government-enforced contract that allows an emotionally driven child with dynamite to light the fuse for any reason at any time. You could apply the risk of marriage to just about any other situation to suit your argumentative desires. Perhaps you have a best friend and have known each other since you were in diapers. You have been through everything together, through thick and thin. You trust each other completely, 100%. One day your BFF says, "Hey, let's make our friendship official with a best friends forever contract." The contract seems pretty straightforward. You agree to, well, be best friends, like you always have. But there's one caveat. Your friend has the right to terminate the friendship for any reason or no reason at all, and if they do, you have to award half of all of your assets and pay best friend alimony for 20 years. You can terminate the friendship as well, but you will still have to lose everything to your friend. Will you sign the contract or tell your so-called friend to forcibly insert the contract into their anus? How about if you and I go into business together? Let's say we want to open a restaurant. I have $50,000 and you have $50,000, and we put our money together to go in on the restaurant together. We buy a restaurant space, we buy all the cooking equipment, tables, chairs, dishes, we order all the food to be stocked on hand, we hire employees, we pay for advertising, we pay for taxes, fees, inspections, licenses. Then we have our grand opening and things go well for a while. Until one day I decide I don't want you involved with the business anymore and I kick you out for no reason. In this case, you do not get a payout or a buyout from me. You lose everything, including your own time, and you have to pay back all of your income that you earned while doing business with me. All because when we agreed to do business together, that's what our business contract said I could do. Even if you wanted to leave our business partnership, you would still lose everything to me. Would you ever go into business with a partnership agreement like that? Hell no. Stop buying into the fairy tale of marriage. Like I said before, marriage for some reason gets this special pass from everybody when it comes to assessing the risks involved. Even if the divorce rate statistics showed that only 10% of marriages ended in divorce instead of 50%, I would still never get married. The fact that this kind of abusive and manipulative power supported by the government even exists is absolutely disgusting. Marriage is sold to us as this dream come true because it is a trap designed to control and enslave men as well as empower women. No other contract like marriage exists. If a company you work for, a business partner, or a best friend tried to hold you to the same standards of a marriage contract, the court would rule it unlawful. Unless the laws change, which I do not see happening anytime soon, I implore you to never get married and never let a woman trap you into any kind of government-enforced responsibility, such as paternity fraud or common law marriage. That's it for this video. I thank you for watching. Today's MGTOW music selection is by Jerry Reed with his song, She Got the Gold Mine, I Got the Shaft, from his album, The Man with the Golden Thumb, released in 1982. Enjoy.
She got the gold mine, I got the shaft. They split it right down the middle, and then they give her the better half. Well, it all sounds sort of funny, but it hurts too much to laugh. She got the gold mine, I got the shaft.